21 hit-outs in the first half, and he goes up again. Doesn't get this one down, though. Steele in the middle at the moment now. Barry O'Toole breaks away, drops the footy. Ricky O'Toole's in there as well. Pack develops, still over the top of it. Ricky O'Toole got the handball away somehow. Now Ricky O'Toole kicks it off the ground, so doing it all himself, goes towards centre-half forward, foot race. Rickett gets there, and over the top of it, tries to get it away, tries to get to Undy. The big man can't take it with him. Now falls towards Keys, and also across there, Evans. He's over the top of it, got a high tackle. No play on the call. Manning got a quick kick and kicked it through for one behind. And the first score on the board for Corio, they go to 13-8-86. They lead East Geelong 6-3-39.
That really was like a rugby scrum. Laurie went from the centre, no one with a clear possession. They just kept moving it by weight of numbers.
Well, that's exactly right. It was just weight of numbers that pushed it forward. But that's the way they play, Eric. Just push it forward. And,
too true.
Someone comes off the end of it. It could have finished up with a goal. It finished with Manning. And
so Stevenson there for East Geelong, about to bring the ball back into play. Decides to go to the club room side, the southern side. A long kick. East Geelong, East Geelong weight of numbers out there, but Chad Rivet between the two East Geelong players has taken the mark, and you know, a good strong mark at that. The man at the back was McCurry, and I think might have been Andy Hill in front, but took it strongly.
Great mark.
So now chips it back inboard at the back of the pack. The ball falls loose and over the boundary line, 25 metres from the behind post. So Corio doing all of the attacking so far in the minute and a half of this third quarter, and the ball will about to be thrown in once again. McCurry to do the ruck work. Rickett perhaps opposing him on this occasion. He is. Over the top is Lazarick, gets the ball down. Can't, not picked up on that occasion for Corio. Lazarick finally gets it up. Goes to Manning. Well, somehow found a bit of space, has a pot shot from 20 metres out and has missed. So Shane Manning's kicked the two behinds for this third quarter for Corio. They move to 13-9-87. They lead East Geelong 6-3-39. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard. 2.5 minutes gone.
So Stevenson waiting for the footy to come back. He will do the kicking in once again for the Eagles at the eastern end of the ground.
He's kicking beautifully all day, Stevenson. He's a beautiful kick of the football.
Comes towards the commentary box side on the northern side of the ground, looking for Evans against three. Clifford goes up, can't take the mark. Evans needs some support. He hasn't got much. Keys is there, gets the shepherd from Manning. Comes back inboard, handball to Manning. Oh, it hits him on the chest. He runs three and short kick. Oh, over the head at nearly a Potter. He got ahead. We're handball back towards Manning, 30 metres out and closing. And this time he's kicked another behind. It's pushed through by Stevenson. I'll give it to Manning. One goal for his personal tally. He's doing all the attacking for the Devils here.
Not bad for winger.
They go to 13-10-88 and they lead East Geelong 6-3-39.
So Stevenson short to McLeod. Didn't gain anything there. The ball is still in the last line of defence, but McLeod for East has possession. Now decides to chip it a bit longer towards half-back. Big pack there, rise. Ball comes to Hill at the back of the pack. Handball over the top. Has found a teammate. Kicks the ball and has a little bit Shane Evans. The leg's not too good, but the ball comes to ground. Picked up there by Collins, is it? So Collins tipped it forward. He finds Matt King. King now just ambles forward off the hands of Undy at full forward. Potter, handball, missed its mark on that occasion. Picked up by Gemmell of East Geelong. Goes wide to half back, but it's all Corio back there as Barry O'Toole picks the footy up, goes towards centre half forward. The lead there was from Baker going half pace, picked up there by Carlin for East. Back to centre wing. Collins drops the mark, comes to Michael O'Leary. Oh, a wonderful smother there by Barry O'Toole. He's tackled high and don't know what's happened there. The ball's come to Lazarick. He hooks it inside 50. Only man back there is Stevenson. Good intercept by Baker in the last line of defence. But they come clear through McLeod across to Maloney. And Maloney chips it back toward the middle of the ground for East Geelong. Well, the ball, the player Steele went without the footy, picked up by Ricky O'Toole. He doesn't muck around with it. He just chips it forward. The lead has come there from Shane Manning, and just outside 50 takes the mark. The lead on this occasion is Lee Clifford. The chip pass is a great kick in front there of Clifford, and he's taken the mark 35 metres out, 45 degree angle, and perhaps Lee Clifford might get the first goal for the third quarter. Moves in, Good looking approach. The kick is across the face. Unfortunately, Undy can't take the mark. He's got some support back there that's Rickett, is it not? He's turned around and a magnificent pot shot there by Steve Rickett nets his second goal. That's Corio's first for the quarter, 14-10-94 Corio. They lead East Geelong 6-3, 39 Lex to win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone.
Well, I certainly had all the play in the third quarter. It's only been going, 2 or 3 minutes, and they've kicked 1-3 or 1-4 or something, so they've certainly got in their forward zone.
Stevenson off with it looks like an ankle injury. Stenhouse back on the ground. Looks like Hill's going back to be on Undy at fullback. Back to the middle, McCurry and Rivet. McCurry with the thump down again towards Lucas. Now through the middle, Michael O'Leary. Gets to Shepherd, goes with a left foot kick towards centre half forward. Brother Sean's up there, third in line. Broadway off the back of the pack. And King, short little kick towards the vacant goal square. Can Broadway pick it up and run through for goal? He gets tackled. Has he kicked the goal? I think he has. No, through for one behind. So 1 goal, 1 his personal tally. They go to 6-4-40 East Geelong. And they trail Corio, who are 14-10-94. Lexa Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard. Kick in, came towards McNamara, then Wilkie, but turnover. Maloney gives it away to host. 40 metres out, terrible kick off the boot. Out of bounds on the full, and we'll have a free kick to Corio.
Some interesting half-time scores in GDFL. Inverleigh 4 goals 1, Trail Thompson 10 goals 11, Belpost Hill 11 goals 9, Geelong West 2 goals 3, Belmont Lions 19 goals 14, Anarchy 3 goals 5, Werribee Central 17 goals 9, Winchelsea 10-9, and North Geelong 9-2, Bannockburn 5-1.
Balls come back towards the centre of the ground from Corio, but the turnover, Maloney has got it at centre half forward for East Geelong. Short little kick towards Michael O'Leary, needs some support around the footy, hasn't got much there. High tackle on O'Toole, does it away though to Rivet at centre half back. High, long kick towards centre wing, sits up in the breeze, punched away by Hill. Well, attempted punch anyway. Fitzgerald lost the footy in the tackle, handball, chopped off, goes back towards Hill, still on centre wing. Dala kick with his left foot towards half forward, doesn't sit at the first occasion for Cy Gaylard, then he breaks a couple of tackles, does well, right foot tumbling punt, a foot race between Lazarick and McCurry. Lazarick will win the race, but McCurry wins the height and gets a tap down to himself, does the roving work, the big man, handball to Michael O'Leary, 50 metres and closing, brother Sean on a lead, oh, he won't be happy with his teammate who came across and knocked it out of his hand, comes through, Lazarick again, pretty hard at it, close to 50 metres out from East Geelong's goal, handball to O'Leary, over the top towards Thompson, tap onto Sean O'Leary on the boundary line, kicked it out of bounds on the full. And it will be a free kick once again to Corio in the last line of defence.
It was a good place to play, boys, there, Jace. They just got forced a little bit too wide, but they were at least working in numbers and supporting one another, so it was a good sign.
So the free kick will be with Ricky O'Toole in the right back pocket. Short little tip to Lazarick. Just 15, I would suspect. Handball back to Ricky O'Toole. Switches play towards centre half back. Clifford and Evans. Clifford puts the hands up, can't take the mark. Now falls towards Evans again. Breaks free. Right foot kick towards the forward pocket once it came. And Sean O'Leary has taken the mark and plays on. Runs in 20 metres out from goal and hits the post.
Again.
So 3 behind Sean O'Leary this afternoon. 2 posters. And East Geelong go to 6-5-41. They trail Corio 14-10-94. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard been playing 9 minutes.
So Gaylard about to kick the ball in. Sees a lead from Manning on the north side over his head. Too long, out of bounds, untouched. So the ensuing free kick will go to East Geelong. Chipped inboard to Maloney, and Steele had the kick there. So Maloney now goes towards centre half forward. Well, the kick is ill-directed again, but Hill, lucky enough to come back, runs to 50. A long kick from 50 has scored a, wait for the goal umpire, a goal. So Andrew Hill kicks his second. It is the 7th for the East Geelong team. 7-5-47. They trail Corio 14-10-94. Lexus Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard. 9.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, it was a good kick from Hilly then. He got himself positioned beautifully, and it covered a fair bit of distance, that kick, and it was a nice goal. They certainly need it.
So back to the middle. And a couple of quick ones in succession here. The Eagles to get back in the game. It'll be Rivet and McCurry. Throws the ball in the air. McCurry gets it down towards Carlin. Did well to break free. Left foot kick high towards centre half forward. Open centre half forward position. Coming out, McNamara backed himself and got the ball back from a handball from Wilkie from half back. Right foot kick towards centre wing. Clifford leads Evans in the race to the footy. Does it sit for him? He's got a couple against him, and he gets the handball away. Blackman to run onto it though. He overruns it. McCurry handball to Michael O'Leary. Gives it back towards Gemmell and sets him up a little bit. Handball was pretty slick there. Baker got away. Handball back towards Steele. Now he measures the pass towards centre wing. It's okay. Hill took the mark 13 line. Play on the call, said the umpire. Broadway. Handball back towards Darla. Left foot kick towards half forward over the head of Gaylard. Getting back there, Lucas also and Breed. Now Michael O'Leary comes through. Can't take it with him. Handball off the deck, goes towards Barry O'Toole at centre half back. Measures a pass in the middle, looking for, well, somebody. And it wasn't McLeod, but he got it. Then he got tackled by Rickett through the middle. Steele over the top to Maloney. Quick little kick was good. Good vision to Michael O'Leary at 50. Now he goes with a right foot kick to brother Sean. Brotherly love. And Sean O'Leary turns around and kicks the goal. Easy as you like.
Sean's better when he doesn't look at him. I think. Drops it over his shoulder and backs it through.
That's his first of the afternoon. And for East Geelong, that is their 8th. They go to 8-5-53. Latrell Corio 14-10-94. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 11.5 minutes played.
Well, that was better for East Geelong, Laurie. They're at least showing a little bit of spirit, and maybe some of the runs gone out of the Corio legs, and that they'll need a big quarter in this third quarter, East Geelong, to make a game of it.
Well, that's right, Eric. And I just noticed Corio making a few fundamental errors in the back half and allowing some probably opportunities there. There was a good handball from Lee Clifford, probably went a little bit unnoticed. He got it between the legs, ran out, and one of the youngsters from Corio overran the ball and turned it over again. They're the little things that count, and it gets back in your 50, and of course when Michael gets it and he sees Sean 20 metres in front, and he just was going there every time, and he's certainly a vocal point up there, there's no doubt about that.
So back in the middle, McCurry gets a tap down to Carlin, but he can't get clear. He's well tackled, but finally coming clear is Darla. The whistle on play, advantage not paid to East Geelong. The free kick has gone to them, and it goes back to Darla in the middle of the ground. So Darla now, terrible chip, but he's onto the chest of Michael O'Leary. That was a little fortunate because the kick was terrible. He chips it further forward looking for Maloney, and they've now got it to 50. So East perhaps with an opportunity here with a bit of breeze to get the ball into the goal square. So Maloney now is certainly looking for a bit of movement. They're all anticipating the long kick, and I think that's what's going to happen now as he comes forward. He's gone wide to the left, hoping that the breeze will bring it back. Doesn't make the distance. The crumb picked up there by Gaylard, but he kicked it straight back from whence it's come. And the mark taken there by Maloney, chips it forward, finds Michael O'Leary. The chip forward comes again, and I think Sean O'Leary was leading to the pocket, but in the way there was Carlin. So
a left footer.
And he's on the right side of the ground for a left footer, certainly, Laurie, and perhaps if he can put it out into the breeze might just bring it back through the goals for East Geelong. So Chris Carlin moves in. Nice looking approach for a left footer, and I tell you what's he done? Goal umpire says he has kicked it behind. So all the players were running back to the middle. They misled me a little. 8 goals, 6.54 East Geelong. They trail Corio 14-10-94. Lex to win the third quarter scoreboard. 14 minutes gone.
Gaylard from fullback for Corio. Chip little kick. Finds Cullen in the left back pocket. Chips it over the top towards Ricky Bigham. Dell still inside defensive 50. He goes up the line, dangerous. Ball, turn over to Breed. Little left foot kick around the corner to Darla. He gets wrapped up, not going anywhere. Corio with the numbers at the fall of the ball. Cullen with a clearing kick, gains 30 metres. Can Hill keep it in? No, he can't. And it's out of bounds. Forward for East Geelong on the southern side of the ground. We'll have a boundary throw-in. It'll be Gaylard up against Lucas. McCurry drops back a kick behind the play. Free kick found for a hold. Going to East Geelong, and Lucas will take it. So Dave Lucas at half forward. Long right foot kick towards the lead of O'Leary. Puts it out in front of him. Goes up McNamara. Great front and centre Darla towards the goal square. Which way's it going to bounce through for a goal?
Yes, that's
great goal by Jamie Darla. His second of the afternoon. And for East Geelong, that is their ninth. They go to 9-6-60, and they trail Corio 14-10-94. Lex to Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes played.
Well, it's only 15 minutes and a quarter, Laurie, and they've kicked 3 goals to 1. So that's a good sign for East Geelong, albeit the fact they are probably kicking, if you look at the flags, with the aid now of a bit of a breeze.
Yes, but it looks like just a little bit of sting's gone out the Corio speed in the legs, Eric. As we said, it's first game, and you know, they've probably worked pretty hard in those first 2 quarters, and get a lead, I guess, like that, psychologically you probably don't want to work just as hard, but they're going to find they're going to have to.
So in the middle, McCurry now goes for the big punch, went pretty much straight up in the air. Dala can't control it, comes to ground. Coming through there is Matt King, looks for a handball, that's nullified. Good strong work there from Lucas, but it finally comes back to Matty King. Decides the handball's no good, kicked it straight up in the air to nobody in particular. The punch forward comes from East Geelong. It's picked up there on the run by Thompson. The pot shot off the left foot is offline, behind to East Geelong. 9-7-61 East. They trail Corio 14-10-94. Lex to Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. Now 16 minutes gone.
So Matty King from fullback for the Devils. He's thinking about short. He's got Cullen short. He wants to go further afield towards Lazarick. Terrible kick off the boot, but it's okay. 2-on-1. Baker over the top of it against Maloney. Then drop the footy. Still the numbers with Corio, but Lazarick just falls over on the slippery cricket pitch area there at half forward. And it will be a boundary throw in, with East Geelong still in attack. And the umpire just removing a few kids who are playing in the cricket pitch area next to the ground there. Boundary throw in. McCurry up against Lazarick. David and Goliath. Lazarick got the tap down, would you believe? Moved his body beautifully. Maloney tries to trap it, handball it to Carlin. Wants to wheel around on that left boot, does so now. Across centre half forward. Well, I don't know whether it was supposed to go there, but it was pretty good in the end. Hill didn't take the mark though. And Eagles with the numbers. They need to get it away now. Breed gets wrapped up. Can't take it with him. Gale over top of it. Breed did well again to pick it up. The big man needs some support. Collins handballed. Quick kick out of the pack. Back towards the middle. Maloney. Oh, good mark. Running back with a fly to the footy. Now he goes to the chip right foot pass. It's okay. And has found his teammate there in Fitzgerald. In fact, it might be Baker. Baker it is. Goes long with a right foot kick towards O'Leary. Over the back of the pack. Michael O'Leary play on the call, is it? Is it a goal? Has he called advantage?
No, it's no advantage now.
Well,
no, he has.
It's one behind.
Yep.
So 1 goal, 1.
Who kicked that then?
Michael O'Leary.
Michael.
They got a 9-8-62 East Geelong. Corio 14-10-94. Lex to Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard. Stop laughing. 18 minutes played, third term.
The chip kick for Corio comes in and marked in the back pocket by Collins. Goes back into the corridor. Gee, it's a bit early to back in the corridor, but the mark taken by Matty Cullen. So Corio back to their possession game, but they're still deep in the last line of defence. Baker now moves towards the flank. Interception there by Steele, but Baker comes back on it, can't pick it up, and East Geelong, they do well. And Lucas now, the umpire puts the whistle on play and will put the ball in the air. There's a number of players taking some time to get off the ground. I guess they're getting tired, Laurie. It is the first game and there's a bit of sun about, so...
They do look a little bit tired, and...
probably both sides as the umpire puts the ball in the air. Half forward flank for East Geelong. Tap comes down. Carlin takes it. Intercepted by Ricky O'Toole. Handball over the top. Taken there. And ball finally comes to Michael O'Leary. Off the left foot towards ball forward. Sean O'Leary in front. Can't take the mark. Matt Namara comes at ground level. They're throwing themselves on top of the players, on top of the football. And the umpire will put the ball in the air once again. It's 45 metres from the East Geelong goal as the umpire puts it in the air once again. Lazarick does the ruck work, gets it down to Cullen, off a step, on the left foot, in front Rickett, can't take the mark. Good work there by Gemmell, comes to ground, handball comes to Baker of East Geelong, and his chip pass has found Dala. At centre half forward, the man on the mark is on the 50-metre line. So a good kick here might give Dala his third goal. Already has 2. And I'd suggest he likes kicking goals. Laurie, this fella?
Yes, he looks like he's a goal kicker to me, and we're just watching Mick O'Leary there. No one was on him. I think
So, moves in, left footer. Not bad contact at all. In fact, it's a magnificent kick, and that's his third, straight through the middle. And it's the 10th for East Geelong. So they're coming back very strongly in this third quarter, 10-8-68. They trail Corio 14-10-94. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 20.5 minutes gone.
Yes, generally speaking, around there, they're getting the ball from the centre now, and their foot skill's pretty good. They find their targets pretty well, and in reverse, Corio missing a lot of there. So it's an opportunity at the moment to cash in a little bit, and they're certainly doing that.
I think the breeze might well have freshened a little, Laurie, too, so East have got the advantage of it at the minute.
Sean O'Leary was going off crook up there, but I think he was going off crook himself. I think he thought he should have held that mark. It was inside his face there, and usually grabs him.
Back in the middle, McCurry got it down to Carlin. Left foot kick around the corner towards centre half forward. Vacant centre half forward position. King runs back with a flight of the footy straight into Sean O'Leary. Now Sean tries to play for the free kick and then tap it on towards Lucas. The big man, can he pick it up? Yes, he can, and got a high tackle. Play on the call, back to O'Leary off a step. Sean pretty good in this situation. Usually goal! Great kick, Sean O'Leary.
Shut the gate.
And that is his second goal of the term. And for East Geelong, that is their 11th. They go to 11-8-74. They trail Corio 14-10-94. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 21.5 minutes played.
Yes, well, once it got around to Sean, he was able to get his body around a little bit.
How much better they'd look in the middle when the ball goes straight down the throat of an East Geelong player from the ruck contest.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I think McCurry's obviously spoken to somebody at half-time because he was pushing the ball in the first half the same way all the time. Now he's varying it, and that's if he's dominating, why shouldn't he?
Yeah.
So the ball back in the middle with the umpire putting the ball in the air once again. Gaillard, McCurry goes the big punch on this occasion. In the way there is Ricky Bingham for Corio, kicks it over the top, finds Cullen. Cullen now chips it to the lead and finds his teammate there in Hayes. Hayes now half forward flank. He was on the defensive half earlier. He chips the ball looking for Lee Clifford. And, well, he hasn't reached too many marks today, but, well, Evans went down in that contest, so Clifford plays on a atrocious kick, and luck is a fortune because Shane Manning, drifting across the front of the pack, has taken the mark 20 metres out, but Lee Clifford off the boot was terrible, and the reason he was able to run on, I think Evans might have cramped actually in that contest.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like Eric. He's still.
But in the meantime, Shane Manning has the mark 20 metres out, directly in front, and the opportunity perhaps just to stem the flow because East Geelong had probably kicked the last 4 or 5, Laurie.
Yes, well, it is an important kick because he's already kicked 1-4, so he really needs a goal here to make his tally look a little bit more respectable.
Well, he's had a fair bit of the footy, hasn't he? Perhaps he deserves a goal.
Well, it's uncanny how he always seems to get around the goals. You know, I think you've got to watch when you're playing him that he always runs forward and he seems to run into those spaces where the ball's going to come to. So opposition side's got to be aware of that.
I think he's a bit crampy too, just quietly, Shane Manning, but puts the ball on the boot. The goal umpire moves across, but I don't think too far. Yeah, he puts the 2 hands up and Shane Manning's kicked his second. And that's the 15th for the Corio team. 15-10-100. They lead East Geelong 11-8-74. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 23.5 minutes have gone by.
Well, I think in the first 3 minutes, I think Corio are in the side 50 probably for 5 minutes. And I think I would say that's the first time they've been in the 50 since. And they've kicked a goal from them. So East Geelong have done pretty well, but that goal can hurt. And if they can butter up another one, as you said before, someone's taken a dive there. They've got the use of the breeze, of course, and Corio are going to have it in the last quarter.
So Lazarick on Carlin now, and that's where mainly the ball's been going. It goes to Michael O'Leary this time. There is Lazarick, tried to get it away to Ricky O'Toole, did so. Handball put Cy Gaillard under pressure. He's on hands and knees over the top of it, got it away somehow to Ricky O'Toole. He handballed it to Matty Cullen. So pretty quick hands in there towards cousin Barry O'Toole, who runs free, goes with a right foot kick towards the lead of Keys, and also over there was Undy. Now Stevenson gives it away to Baker. Baker kick around the corner was pretty good to Hill, who doesn't take the mark though. Barry O'Toole goes at it, does well. Should have got a free kick for over the shoulder. Play on the call. Baker's in there, wrapped up by Clifford. Got it away somehow towards Hill. Can't keep it in. Out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in half forward flank. Don't say a word, Eric. Do not say a word.
Hard, tough football, Jason.
Yes, exactly. And no free kicks. Boundary throw in. McCurry and Lazarick. Look at Lazarick. It's great to see. McCurry gets it down though. Hill leaves it behind. Maloney doesn't. He handballs it to Michael O'Leary. Handball back inboard. Short for Darla, but he gets it on his ankle straps. He goes long now with the left foot kick towards the lead of O'Leary up against McNamara. Is that over the shoulder? The umpire had the whistle in the mouth but said no. Now the kick from Wilkie goes wide. Looking for Potter. Gave a push in the back. Umpire said play on again. Now numbers still with East Geelong. Lucas from 30 metres out has missed.
The point.
Well, Sean O'Leary want to be careful, I reckon, because he might cop the wrath of that umpire. He might not know how to blow the whistle, but he might know how to pull the book out. You're screaming at him then.
I suppose he's got to have some sort of talent.
11-9-75 East Geelong, Corio 15-10-100.
Ricky Bingham goes for the short kick in, finds Matty King in the back pocket. He runs away. He's had 2 bounces. Gets the half-back flank and nice kick long and found a teammate in Rick Lazarick. Oh, now Corio away because Matty Cullen is 50 metres clear in the centre of the ground. The ball is bouncing forward, comes up nicely into his hands. If he doesn't get a kick shortly, Steele was descending on him with great speed. Undy went for the mark one-handed. Stevenson does well. Hooks it towards the mark taken there by Steele. He kicks towards centre wing. Darla on his own takes the mark. Tips it over the top now to Michael O'Leary. He's got Thompson.
Oops.
Thompson slipped over. The handball went to him. And now from the turnover, King to Lazarick to Rick Bigham. And now to Matty Cullen on centre wing. And you're right, Laurie. He's looking much better, I think, this year with his... Well, they're screaming for 50, but Cullen chips it inboard, finds Keys, chips it inboard further to Baker. Baker now at centre-half forward. Now he's got Clifford, is it out wide?
Potter.
No, it's Potter. Takes the mark, plays on, casual as you like, and has kicked a goal. Gee whiz, he did that easily, young Jed Potter. That's his first goal. And a bit of composure come back to the Corio side now. 16-10, 106 Corio. They lead East Geelong 11-9-75. Lex to win them. Third quarter scoreboard. We've ticked past 27 minutes.
Is it Jeff? I thought it was Harry.
Jed.
Oh.
No.
Working beautifully, Laurie. Working beautifully.
It's a first game. What are you coming at?
Just ease into it, please, Loz. Ease into it.
Shane Manning's on the wing. I haven't seen him there for about 2 quarters.
Back to the middle. McCurry gets it down towards Michael O'Leary. A little kick. Didn't really go that far. Cy Gaylard. Handball over the top towards Barry O'Toole. Through traffic. Handball to Cousin Ricky. Seen that a few times. Left foot kick wide to Matty Cullen. Must have a disease, Matthew. Nobody on him. And he takes the mark, draws a player, thought about the handball, now bounces, now handballs to Ricky, wants a game next week. Line turn, Ricky O'Toole goes left, comes back right, chips the ball to centre half forward, Rivet. He takes the mark easily. Now plays on, 55 out, goes long towards the goal square. Clifford with the set. Undy takes the mark, choose one, doesn't matter. Undy, well, he got tripped and kicked the goal.
I think he's kicked the goal.
He's kicked the goal laying on the ground.
Laying on the ground. Well, I would have thought the trip maybe, but he didn't get the free kick, and he's telling the crowd too he likes it. He's a big fan of himself. He kicked the goal off the ground, his third of the afternoon, and the 17th for Corio. They go to 17-10, 112. They lead East Geelong 11-9, 75. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 28.5 minutes played.
I hope Nashi got that.
Did well to take the mark.
Yeah. Well, actually, Lee Clifford nearly held the mark.
Yeah, Lee Clifford might have been his mark, really. Yeah. But back in the middle, the umpire to put the ball in the air again, which he does. McCurry gets the tap, helped forward by Michael O'Leary through Matty King's legs. Now kick off the ground by Darla. It's almost at full forward. Sean O'Leary's bang.
Yeah, he's got
a free kick.
The umpire's blowing the whistle. And he's given a free kick to Sean O'Leary. 35 metres out directly in front. And
Matty's going off crook.
Christmas card list, S. O'Leary.
Oh dear. So Sean O'Leary's kick 2 in this quarter. Now he moves in. Lovely looking kick, and I think he's now kicked 3 as the goal umpire signifies that to be the case. 12 goals, 9-81 East Geelong. They trail Corio 17-10, 112. Lex to win them. Third quarter scoreboard approaching 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's been a pretty good quarter for East Geelong. I reckon if you can take those 3 goals they just kicked there away, it would have been a very, very close counter at 3/4 time. But they were pretty timely goals from the Corio side. They needed them.
Well, it's a fair sign of class, Laurie, isn't it? Like they 4 or 5 goals in a row, and all of a sudden they decided just to steady it down and took the ball forward simply by controlling the football and kicked 3 goals.
Yeah, and you know, the guys like Matt Callan, how you get on your own 2 or 3 times and left there, that's beyond me. I think
he reads the ball very well, Matty, doesn't he? You look at him now; he's on his own again on our back flank.
Yeah, we've said that, Eric, many times. You know, he just didn't stay enough on the ground, in my opinion.
From the ruck contest, McCurry a second tap down. Michael O'Leary's been pretty good in this third term. Handball out. Oh, Baker held on to. And the umpire didn't see it because he was too busy watching McCurry and Rivet have a fight. In the middle. Now from centre wing, Ricky O'Toole. Oh, good mark, Paul Baker. On his bootstraps, takes it in front of Stevenson. Now, Rickett gives him a lead. Potter's there as well. Not much to kick to at the moment. Undy a long way away. He goes short to Bigham. He goes short to Manning. And he takes the mark. Shane Manning at half forward. Has come around about 10 metres. Play on now. Right foot kick. Lead on Undy. Against him O'Leary and also McLeod. Through the middle O'Leary. Drops the footy. Now Potter held on to. Tried to play with a free kick. Now he has to try and get the handball away. Does so, but only as far as McLeod. Barry O'Toole over it. Gets away, does he? No. But then he gets the handball away towards Keys. Tapped it on. Through the middle. Potter. Can't pick it up, needs some support, can handball it back to Ricky O'Toole, who just steadies the ship. Now goes from right with the right foot kick, 60 metres out towards the goal square. In the middle, Mark!
It's
Undy.
He won't play on this time, will he?
I don't think so. I think he will turn around and kick his 4th goal of the afternoon. He's only 8 metres out.
Well, they certainly be happy with him. 4 goals if he doesn't kick anymore for the rest of the day. It's a pretty good first up at full forward.
Well, he's given them something in the goal square, hasn't he? And that allows Barry O'Toole to spend all of the day roaming the ground, and he does that very well.
Now, there's a few positives out of it. They've allowed Rivet to move up the ground as well, and Barry O'Toole.
Undy comes in, kicks his 4th goal.
Barry O'Toole does a lot of heavy work that probably goes unnoticed. I noticed even in this quarter when they were struggling, it was him on the half-back line doing a lot of in and unders, and he's a very good player when he's allowed to be moved away from the goals.
So 18-10, 1-18, Corio, they led East Geelong 12-9-81. Lex Wyndham, 3rd quarter scoreboard, 32.5 minutes played.
So it's a fairly long quarter, but there's been a fair amount of goals kicked, 5 to one side and 7 to the other, 12-goal quarter, and it's good for the game, Laurie, isn't it, to have 12 goals kicked, the ball's going from end to end.
It's a good spectacle. We've got a large crowd here and everyone's enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it, so I think it's a great game.
So umpire puts the ball in the air once again. McCurry, backhander this time forward for East, but again, they're really not able to clear the ball out of the middle. Handball pretty wild for Corio, but it's gone to advantage. Lazarick now over to Gaylard, and the ball ends up with Shane Manning, and goes to Undy at full forward again, but this time it's Baker. He gets the crumbs, the advantage paid, and Baker has kicked his 2nd goal for the day. I was trying to keep an eye on what was going on behind the play, but 19th goal to Corio, 19-10, 124, leads East Geelong 12-9-81. Lex Wyndham 3rd quarter scoreboard, almost 34 minutes, so it's a long quarter.
Lazarick. Goes all right. Don't get in the way of Rick Lazarick. Back to the middle.
Holds his own well.
Holds his own. McCurry, big thump towards Lucas. Thumps it on again. Here is Lazarick. He can run onto it at the half back. Coming at him O'Leary as well. He'll be hit by Steam Train. Gets around him easily. McNamara from half back. Goes off one step towards centre wing. Maloney, Manning over the back, off hands. Ricky O'Toole needs some support. It was from Lazarick. He now goes with a short little kick. And there is the siren for 3/4 time. And it is Corio, 19-10, 124. They lead East Geelong 12-9-81 in that 3rd term. 6 goals, 3 to Corio, and 6 goals, 6 to East Geelong. So only 3 points the difference, making up the Eagles in the 3rd term. The goal kickers for the Devils, 4 to Lee Undy, 3 to Barry O'Toole, and 2 each to Ricky O'Toole, Shane Manning, Paul Baker, Chad Ribbett and Steve Rickett. Singles to Matty Cullen and Jed Potter, while for East Geelong, 3 each to Jamie Darler and Sean O'Leary, 2 to Andrew Hill, and singles to Luke Thompson, Jared Breed, Michael O'Leary and Ben Broadway. It's three-quarter time in our Matchday Live coverage. It's Corio 19-10, 124. They lead East Geelong 12-9-81. Back with the final quarter action after this on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.